Hello guys, good evening to you. It's dinner time in our house and I thought I would make a video for you, show you what we're making tonight. I'm going to show you how to do a lazy lasagna, a very easy and quick way to get a yummy lasagna on the table in about 30 minutes. So let's get right to it. I'm going to show you what we're doing here. Okay, I'm going to set you up first so that you can see my cutting board down here. Okay. All right, hopefully that will work and you can see what I am doing. Okay, so I've got my flexible cutting mat here. I use these every day. I love them. They're available in a longer size. That's about 13 inches long, 15 inches long. And the small cutting mats, which are great for prepping little snacks. Okay, so I'm gonna make this lazy lasagna tonight. I'm gonna use the deep covered baker. I know I've got the sun back there. We have no curtains back there. So I'll try and block the sunlight. But I'm gonna use the deep covered baker. Usually I do just 2 layers, because lasagna is all about layers, right? So usually I do just 2 layers, but since I'm doing the deep covered baker and it's more deep than it is long, I'm gonna alter my layers a little bit, use a little less ingredients in between the layers and stack it up a bit more. But something like the 2-quart enameled cast iron baker, or even the rectangular stoneware, rectangular bakers would be amazing for this recipe. If I had a rectangular baker, I would just do my 2 layers. Tonight I'm gonna make it a little bit taller. So, all right, so there we are. Sorry about that sun in the back. Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna need to spray down my deep covered baker, and I'm going to use, see if you can see that, I'm going to use the kitchen spritzer, which you fill it with your own oil. You definitely don't want to use any aerosol oil sprays on your stoneware. You will ruin them. This one is great because it just sprays with pressure. So you're going to pump that about 15 times or until you feel a lot of resistance. Right. So that's the kitchen spritzer. I'm going to release some of the pressure because you can see it's kind of wobbly. All right. Perfect. Okay. And now we need to cut some cheese. So I'm going to show you our microplane coarse grater. I'm going to show you just how easy and safe it is to cut cheese. So for storage, it has this protective sleeve. We'll take that off. And then this, let's see, where's my camera? This just slides over. If you put your thumb here, that locking mechanism slides over so that you can release the handle and you can make it like a triangle shape, or you can pull it all the way out and lay it across a bowl or something. But I usually make a little pyramid out of it. So there's that. And let's cut. I have a block of mozzarella here. I'm going to need about 2 cups of mozzarella for this recipe. So I'm going to cut some chunks because what I want, I need some chunks that will fit in the food holder here. This is the food holder. Okay. This slides on to your microplane coarse grater. Let's move that out of the way. All right, I'm going to cut these one more time. And there's little prongs in here that hold on to your cheese. And this is the safety part, okay? You are only going to be touching the food holder. So no more grated fingernails in your food, no more sliced fingers. You now have this food holder to protect you, so watch this. I'm actually going to turn it so that you can see what's happening underneath here. Just like that. And then when you start to get a little low on cheese, you just grab some more. So that's about a cup of cheese. I'm going to keep going. I think that chunk was probably a little too big. All right, there we go. If I turn it this way, then you can really see what's happening here. Okay, and I might as well just do this last chunk. Because if there's a little extra cheese, I think that's okay. I don't think you can really go wrong with cheese. And it's as simple as that. All right, I would say that's definitely 2 cups of mozzarella, probably more. All right. And sometimes that last part doesn't get quite grated. And I always just kind of pull them apart, especially if it's going to be melted cheese, and just throw it on in there. All right. Well, let me show you how to layer this lasagna, lazy lasagna. You pop it in the 400-degree oven for about 30 minutes and dinner is served. All right, so you are also going to need, besides the 2 cups of mozzarella, you need 24 ounces of marinara sauce, 25 ounces of frozen ravioli, and then also you can sprinkle the top of the layers with some Parmesan cheese. All right. There's our sauce. I'm going to use probably about a quarter of what I have here. You know, my camera's not at a good angle. So I'm probably going to use about a quarter of it. We're going to start with sauce. All right, microplane, you need to leave. All right, that's better. Okay, so about a quarter of what I have. It's our mix and scraper. I'm just going to spread that around evenly on the bottom. And then you're going to start your layers after you have that saucy layer on the bottom. All right. Okay, so we're going to layer frozen ravioli first in a single layer. So this is why those long rectangular bakers are perfect for this. Thinking I'm probably going to end up with 3 layers. So I've made this recipe quite a few times before. Okay. There's that. Then we're going to top it with more sauce. Again, about a quarter of what you have in the jar here. I'm going to spread that around evenly. And then you're going to top it with some cheese. So usually with 2 layers, I would do about half my cheese. Let's see about doing about a third of our cheese. looks good. And then you're gonna repeat the layers. So frozen ravioli again, in a single layer. And you're gonna top that with sauce. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so good. All right. So about a quarter more of your jar.
What, James? No, that's not a phone. Put it down, please. Thank you.
It's my creative son out in the living room. All right, more cheese. All right, let's see if this can be our final layer. And tonight we are going to have, with our lazy lasagna, we're gonna have a Caesar salad and some breadsticks. Okay, I'm gonna squeeze these in here to the last layer. They'll be on top, so I think it'll be okay to overlap them a little bit. So I only have 3 pieces left. All right. Perfect. All right, so we're gonna end with some sauce. And get our mix and scraper in there. Are you gonna make it? Might need our mini mix and scraper for this one. And get all that yummy sauce out. All right, and then you're gonna top it with mozzarella cheese and the Parmesan cheese on top. And it's just gonna bake for about 30 minutes, covered. That's why I chose to use the deep covered baker, because I have the nice lid to go right on top. Okay, so the rest of our mozzarella. And if you're gonna use Parmesan on top as well, it's about a 1/3 cup of Parmesan. All right, and I cheated tonight. I got store-bought, already shaved Parmesan, a blend of cheeses actually. So I'm gonna put that right on top. Cover it, and we're gonna bake it for about 30 minutes. And then your dinner is served. Lazy lasagna.